past week has been a lot, mentally and spiritually. I didn't make as many videos of me speaking. So, one thing I can say is that Monday, chest and tricep. Tuesday, back and bicep. Wednesday, shoulder. Thursday, chest and tricep again. Friday, leg day. I didn't take leg videos because my legs are still catching up. They're still catching up, operating in the law of cause and effect. I believe eventually they'll catch up. I'm just still putting in that work. And then Saturday, it's back and bicep again. I like working them out. Yeah. You see, when it comes to my diet, I came to a conclusion. I faced the truth. The truth is, I'm a food addict. Another truth is, the more I fasted during the day, the more I provoked my overeating gluttony problem in its own way. It's like I provoked it. So that when I eat, I'm going to overeat so much because I feel so hungry so much. And then now when I eat, I'm eating for hunger. And as I eat for hunger, I end up eating for the taste now. I'm worshiping food now. And I remember as I was praying, God revealed to me how to do it. He revealed to me how to operate and not end up overeating, in the sense of now I'm worshiping food. It's like, for those who don't understand, gluttony is a problem. Gluttony is a problem, and I have a problem with gluttony, and I acknowledge that, and I always took it up to God. And now the thing is, just like when you're drinking, there's always that point where you're like, okay, I'm okay now, I don't need to continue. Listen to yourself. That's I believe that's God telling you, stop continuing after this point, because if you continue after this point, you will be in a drunken state. And the minute you're in a drunken state, you're operating in sin, right? So just like when you eat, there's a point where you're full. Then since you're full, do not continue, because the minute you continue, you're operating in gluttony. You get what I'm talking about? So the thing that happened is that now when I eat to get full, not to overeat for the taste or for feeding my gluttony tendencies, my obsessive character and all that. So I remember the more I prayed, the more he even showed me the diet on how to do it. Like, okay, cool. Instead of 2 scoops of the instant porridge, you know what? Just take 1 scoop. Instead of doing 4, 6 slices, just make 3 slices. You know what I mean? And if it's not 3 slices, just do that 2 slices, maybe with a cake, sliced in half and pressed on the pressed toast or something like that. And get you a cup of coffee or something like that. Do what you do and then eat to get full. So on the other hand, it was like a ritual actually. When I think about it, I ritualized, I religionalized. I'm not sure if that's a word, but I'm making it. Say Deja said it first. So I ritualized eating. I would make sure I'm hungry enough, I have enough food in front of me, I'm watching something, and don't disturb me. If you call me, I ain't answering your phone. I'm lying. There's certain people that I would answer their phone when I'm eating, like my mom, maybe a certain friend, a brother. Actually, I would answer a phone depending on how I'm feeling that day. So anyway, yeah, continuing. That happened. So that changed my diet. I'm no more fasting like that. So the thing is, I'm going to intermediately eat accordingly to my stomach. I heard somewhere on the internet that it takes 3 hours to digest and do everything, right? So I separated 3 hours. For example, if I eat at 10, I'm going to eat at 1. If I eat at 1, I'm going to eat at 4. But my dinner is different because now I eat when the house is eating. So the time between my lunch and my dinner, it varies. Sometimes could be 3 hours, sometimes could be more, depending on how it's going about it. So I operate on like the schedule of, not even like I operate on the schedule of the house. That's how I operate. And yeah, so going on, and even to think about it, I think I'm eating more than I was then, but it's just happened that it's separated now, and this is something that God told me. I believe God told me. I saw it when I was praying. I'm like, oh, this is how I'm supposed to eat now, instead of provoking my gluttonous tendencies and then feeding my sinful nature and going into my carnality and overeating because now I'm hungry or I deserve it. You know what I mean? So just eat for the sake of nutrition, eat for the sake of now I'm full, I'm getting full. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. You know what I mean? So same thing with how this is how I began to approach drinking now. So when I drink not to get drunk. The minute I start feeling like, okay, cool, if I continue from this point going forward, I'll be getting drunk. Because at the end of the day, we're gymming every day. You know what I mean? So a slight deviation from your energy levels could mess up your workout the next day. Could mess up your workout the next day. I used to do that. I did that one time. I remember when I was drinking and I was heavy. And the next day I was supposed to do my back and bicep because I went out on Friday, I came back Saturday, and I went in trying to do my back and bicep. I was only able to do my lats. The rest, the energy wasn't there. I could still feel the alcohol in my system. I tried to drink coffee. Not even I tried to drink coffee. I drank coffee and still none really came out about it. So currently right now I'm eating a certain type of way. I've changed that. I'm still not cutting. I cannot stress this enough. I am not going to cut. I am not going to cut. The whole point is to have a life that you can maintain healthily, the body that you want, the physique and all that, and consistency and discipline. The minute you get consistency and discipline, all the other things, you just have to apply those principles on all the other things. And for me, my consistency, as I've said before, I think, is that my consistency and discipline began when the minute I began consistent with God, He began to be consistent with me. The minute He became consistent with me, I gained more discipline from Him being consistent with me. Now I got discipline in reading and praying His word at the same time. And now the minute I did that, everything else in its own way just started panning out. Not even in its own way, He started revealing things. Now I have a vision of how things, I wouldn't say I have it all figured it out. No, I have a point of reference in my mind, a vision that He's put up in my mind on, okay, cool, this is where I want you to be, but how I'm going to get there, how long it's going to take. Hence, I even said that I don't know how long this journey is going to take. So one thing I can say is, just like any other person, I have a up and down, and the previous week I didn't even make a Sunday video. I didn't make a Sunday video. It's been a lot in its own way. It's been a lot. So I'm just focusing on the consistency that, okay, Deja, this is a journey. And as long as we journey and we're progressing and we're operating in the principle of consistency, you might not have done this much, but as long as something is done, we are moving forward. Baby step is still a step, and we're going in there, and we get into it. So next week, what we'll be doing, same procedures, same processes. I'm growing. The main focal point, I need to be better than I was last week at all times. Growing in revelation and meditating in the word of God. That's me, man. Like, what God has done to me, like, my body is the reflection of what it is doing inside of me. I've told my people, if you start seeing me, it's like it's closely linked with my spiritual life. I think I've said this before. It's closely linked with my spiritual life. If my gymming sector begins to go down, I told my peoples too, start asking questions, because something could be up. spiritually inside of me, because my body's linked up with my spiritual life. They kind of like this. So the better I get at my body, that's the reflection of what's happening inside of me, of what God is doing inside of me. And it's manifesting in my body. You know, some people, it manifests in their intellect, they get more wiser. Obviously, I also get wiser. It's a byproduct of actually comprehending who Christ is. You know, though some people, it gels with their identity, you know, and yeah, it's just how I'm coming with it. Though we're still in this process, we're still getting there. That's how it's gonna be. That's how it is. And you know, let's get it. 10% body fat, no cutting.